John 11:33. Iesus ergo, ut vidit eam plorantem, et Judaeos qui veneran cum ea plorantes, fremuit spiritu, et turbavit se ipsum. Therefore Jesus, when he saw her crying, and the Jews who had come with her crying, he bellowed in his soul, and he troubled himself. First we have our subject, then a temporal clause. Remember that when we have a temporal use of ut, we have the indicative used instead of the subjunctive. So when he saw eam plorantem, her crying, and also the Jews, then to narrow down what Jews specifically, we have this relative clause, those who came with her. So Jesus, when he saw Maria and the Jews crying, fremuit spiritu. Fremuit could be translated as to roar, to rage, but also just like to grumble, to growl in some way, to mumble. I would say this is a pretty good translation of an interesting Greek phrase. Now, this verb right here is not a particularly common one. It only appears a handful of times that I could find. Of those occurrences, it is used with both humans and animals as its subject, notably horses as the animals. One of such uses I was able to track down in Aeschylus. I know this is a lot of Greek for a Latin video, but please bear with me. It will all tie together. In Aeschylus we read thus: Hippus tenam pructersin embrimo menastini, therusas prospudais peptokenai. He whirls up the horses, braying in their headbands or coverings, desiring to have fallen towards the gates already. And then there are a couple uses of this word in the scriptures as well. And when we see it here, and in other places where it refers to people, it is referring to stirring up either anger or rebuke, or in this case here in John 11:33, grief. So every time we see it, it is in reference to stirring up visceral emotion of some sort. So we could just say, he was stirred up. And ultimately, I think fremuit well captures that visceralness that is expressed in the Greek. And then we ended off on et turbavit se ipsum, and he was troubled in spirit. So we have synonyms working together here.